Hello, everyone, and welcome to Godsal's Turnbuckle, the wrestling video podcast. I am running over here on YouTube.com, and yes, I'm finally back doing some videos for the channel, and it is actually going to be starting off with what we kind of ended with back at the Royal Rumble, which is going to be predictions, and we're going to be doing predictions for WrestleMania Backlash. Yes, they are calling it that. And honestly, whenever you've thought about Backlash in the past, it's usually what you would consider rematches for whatever they were doing at the last major pay-per-view, which would be like a WrestleMania, or they did it after SummerSlam or anything like that. But you're not really seeing that, with maybe the exception of one match, and that is the match that we're going to start off with, and that is going to be The Miz versus Damian Priest. And this is going to be a lumberjack match as well, because Miz has been running around. Honestly, I think a lot of people are assuming that this, even based off of what I've been seeing as well, is that this feud has been going on for way too long. And you kind of assumed that it would end at WrestleMania, especially after that tag match and Miz and Morrison getting absolutely destroyed by Damian Priest and Bad Bunny. But that's not the case. Damian Priest has been pretty much going after Miz, or not going after, but he's been kind of in this ongoing, continuous feud, which hopefully ends at this pay-per-view. With Miz and Morrison in this lumberjack match. The aspects of this one, saying that Damian Priest, he won the match to get the stipulation. He named the stipulation for the match itself. Says that Miz is going to win, but I feel like they should be ending this feud as soon as possible. And the one way to finally end it is just having Damian Priest win yet again, though he has been doing it quite a bit over on Raw to go along with it. So, with that being said, I'm going to predict Damian Priest for this, but I wouldn't be shocked if they did some kind of shenanigans, and lo and behold, Miz wins the match. So, this will now bring us to our first title match, which actually most of the matches on the card are title matches, but this one is going to be for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. It is going to be Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. They're the top dogs. They're the dirty dogs, whatever you want to call them on those particular ones, going up against Rey and Dominic Mysterio. Rey and Dominic are looking to become the first father-son team to win tag team titles in the WWE. I think that's going to be what's going to happen here, especially if they're going to be doing with what a lot of people think with the Usos down the line. They've got to be on a babyface team. Rey and Dominic, babyfaces in this particular instance. Rey and Dominic are gonna pick up the victories here. Ziggler and Roode have had those tag titles for a decent amount of time at this point, and it's probably time for them to move forward and move on to the next area here. And yeah, so it's gonna be Rey and Dominic for this. So this is going to bring us to the WWE title match. It's going to be a triple threat. This is somewhat of a rematch, because two of the three people in this match were in the WWE title match at WrestleMania, but it is going to be Bobby Lashley going up against Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre in a triple threat match. I thought, with it being a triple threat match, that they might go the exact same route that they went at Elimination Chamber, with Bobby Lashley losing the United States title, but then picking up the WWE title later that night. That they were going to have Drew get the victory, but not get the victory over Bobby Lashley, so you could keep the feud going. And the more that I thought about it, it's just maybe it's not necessarily time for that quite yet. And I decided in my prediction on this one, this might be going out there a little bit, I don't know, but I'm going to go with Bobby Lashley. I'm going with Bobby Lashley to pick up the victory here and keep the WWE title for a little bit longer, extending his reign for a longer period of time on that. So so in the end, I actually ended up going with Bobby Lashley, though I think I would not be shocked if Drew wins this in some way by pinning Braun Strowman, and then they can continue on the feud with him and Bobby Lashley down the line. But in the end, I ended up going for Lashley. So there you go. And this is going to bring us to one of our first. I stumble over my words there. I'll keep that in for you too, just for purposes of it. But we are going to our first women's title match, which is also going to be a triple threat. It's for the Raw Women's Title Match. Is going to be Rhea Ripley going up against Asuka and Charlotte Flair. And the more that you look at it and everything, yes, Charlotte is in this match. I know there's a lot of fans that would probably say it's like, oh, that just means she's gonna win in this one. I wouldn't be shocked on it. First of all, if she does win this one, but I also think they're not gonna make Rhea Ripley's first reign that short as well. On this, I feel like they're going to go a completely different route with Charlotte. That's going to take her out of the title picture for a little bit. And I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley on this one. Who Rhea ends up picking up the pinfall victory over, I don't know on this, because it does feel like they're kind of phasing Asuka out of the title picture as well for the time being. I don't know who Rhea's next opponents end up being on that one as well, but it ends out. I feel like they're going to have that title reign go for a little bit longer, and they are going to have that one-on-one match yet again with Rhea Ripley and Charlotte down the line as well. So we'll see where they end up going with all that. And does the whole thing with Alexa Bliss and Lily play into it as well? We'll find out on that. Find out on that one as well. But I'm going with Rhea to pick up the victory. So now we are going to go to the SmackDown Women's Title match, and it is going to be Bianca Belair going up against Bayley. And again, I feel like that they're not going to have Bianca Belair lose that title so quickly, especially after that really good main event with her and Sasha Banks at WrestleMania Night 1. So it's Bianca going over in this match, at least for my prediction. I do feel like this is going to be a good match because both Bayley and Bianca have worked a couple of good singles matches before, so I expect that to continue on in this particular case. With them, and maybe they can do it again, do the match again down the line, but I don't see Bayley going over in this match. It is Bianca's first title defense. She even hasn't even had a rematch with Sasha in any way. So, yeah, I'm going with Bianca in this one. And this will bring us to what will be the main event of the night, which is going to be Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion, going up against Cesaro. Yes, Cesaro is going to be in a main event style match. He's going to be working with Roman Reigns. Yes, Roman Reigns is winning this match on this one. I don't see them putting that title on Cesaro, but I feel like it's going to be an area that you can finally start seeing Cesaro, at least in the minds of the company, being a main event player in some way, shape, or form. And this match is going to probably solidify that on that particular case, even without him winning the title. That, they're going to make it feel like he could win it, but he's going to just come up a little bit short on this particular one. I'm going to go with Roman Reigns taking that Universal title, and you're probably going to see something with Jimmy and Jey Uso down the line as well, maybe winning those tag titles. It might not be right away, but like I said, you'll probably see them win those tag titles while Roman has the Universal title. It'll be interesting to see who they try to build up to beat Roman Reigns and take that title off of him, or who they're going to have to try to bring in to make it to make somebody feel like they could take that title off of Roman as well. That'll be an interesting one to see, but overall, I feel like this is going to be a really good match with what we have coming up. And honestly, I feel like this card itself, though it feels underwhelming maybe with the way that they've been building storylines, has the potential of still being really good depending on how they decide to go about these matches in general. And it'll be interesting to see how those go off on Sunday to go along with that. And with that being said, that's everything I got here for you guys. And hopefully everybody here takes care, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great rest of your day.